in my arsenal.
Well, let's get into it. To start with, you went on a walk after the fight. All right. We need this to be playing.
A very long, enthusiastic walk.
Aeolus is nothing if not enthusiastic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait until you hear what happened last week.
So, to start with, the group of you are fighting a series of gelatinous cubes, which, with the addition of Siegfried and Aeolus catching up, tended to improve. You managed to prevail against the would-be dissolvers of your forms. After that, the group of you started wandering about through the area that the slimes were. Confirmed that this area was clearly set up to waylay anyone here and not actually in use. And came to a crossroads. Glancing around, you took the rightmost of these two crossroads and found yourselves into a cavernous area dotted with piles of coins and various accoutrements. The acquisition of some of these items took some time as you searched through for anything that seemed interesting. You found a few small bits and bobs as you went. Siegfried spotted another cavern to the south of this area, with what appeared to be tracks of some sort, or in the small piles of coin, things that had been pushed to the side, clearly by people who had been moved through the space. He alerted the rest of the group as to the strange change in how things were piled here, and they explored into this area more and found that the ground here was much more loamy and earthy. It had been churned up more, or someone had been setting up space for a garden, almost. During this time, Dunham was feeling rumbling in the ground while he was exploring the previous cavern. And he felt it once more as a massive bulette erupted out of the ground, pitting some of your party members and scattering others. Aeolus had the bright idea of lighting the candles that he had found previously. It seemed to spark, not flicker. Aeolus had a suspicion that these were combustible elements, but was not sure as to what degree of combustibility they possessed. Aeolus then got swallowed whilst holding said candles.
Of course he did.
As the fuse was burning down, the party managed to trigger a single roll for the bulette to potentially vomit up its meal, which it failed to save, and dumped Aeolus covered in bile on the ground in front of it. Long enough for it to turn and start to address Jaya before its entire neck was just turned into red mist, launching the head of the bulette stuck into the ceiling and causing massive shock waves through the rock. Gather, at the very least, if nobody knew you were here before, they definitely do now. You managed to slay the bulette through a series of careful attack rolls and sheer dumb luck. you decided, as a group, that what was needed to be done was you had to rest. You weren't sure where was best to have a rest. So you found a stretch of cavern that was off to the eastern side of where all of these coins were, and posted up. Now the wall opposite the entrance to this space was made of the transparent crystals. So Siegfried dropped a casting of illusory terrain and made it appear as if the crystals themselves were just against a natural section of wall, as opposed to looking into a room. Early during the first watch, the party saw a group of individuals travel along the corridor, out of sight. And then later, after you had completed a short rest worth, by which the two of you can, if you have things on a short rest, you did complete a short rest. The group heard footsteps and movement in the treasure cavern outside. You took defensive positions and waited for the ambush you knew that was trying to be set up against you. Aeolus launched a bead of force, imprisoning two individuals, and separating the rest of their constituents into two in the room with the group of you and three out of the room with the group of you. Out of the room from the group of you, pardon me. Two of the three that were out of the room have since fled out of line of sight. The two inside the room have been slain, and the two inside the bead of force, who are trapped in there for a minute, have been casting sending spells. And this is where we're picking up. So I'm going to move you all to the map. And then I need to put your two tokens into place on the map as well. Give me a moment for that, please.
This is not good.
Okay, I will shift ping you all to the correct space. There we are. And then we're shy a Siegfried today, so he is removed.
This is not great.
Okay. So this is where it is picking up. So, for edification purposes, you are technically sort of out of initiative for a minute. I'm just going to clear it and then ask you all to re-roll back into it so we have an order of operations. As the minute comes to a close. But you have about 40 seconds, we'll say, to determine what you are going to do with these individuals. Or
Oh, look at
determine your
that,
plan.
Tang. We're first. We weren't there, but we're first.
The other chosen is also fleeing during this time.
Can I cure wounds, Aeolus?
Certainly.
Great.
He's fine.
It's okay. Don't worry about me. I'm good.
Never.
He's got 18 big ones.
I've been swallowed. I shot a a breath weapon out of my mouth. I'm good.
No, this is not okay.
Typical Tuesday for Aeolus.
Yeah, I'm at half points. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeesh.
Well, Danen is gonna get in defensive position and hold 2 attacks at both of them, throwing the ham.
Okay. So you are taking that defensive position. You have a held action to just hammer one at each of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is.
I'll turn to.
So go ahead.
I'll turn back to Aeolus. How long until it goes down?
Roughly 30 seconds.
Prepare. That's it.
Ellie will call Corin and have Shine and Shade in her hands.
Hang is taking evasive maneuvers,
Okay. Thanks.
flying off to the side and going up in the air.
Okay. And then Heliwrast, you did complete a short rest, so you do not have to spend a spell slot to conjure Corin as well.
Nice.
Okay. Jaya?
Also just I'll be next to Dunnan, also preparing to hit them
Okay.
the moment it drops.
Sounds good. Are you holding a spell for that purpose? Because Dunnan can throw his weapon. You do not have a thrown weapon. If you want, you could hold like arc or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, sounds good. And Aeolus, what are you doing besides bleeding? That's a free action.
Leading, Aeolus is going to just perch himself up against the wall and take out the Star Metal Blaster. And he's just gonna hold it and aim it.
Okay. Sounds good. The moments drag by, and these individuals trapped within the sphere have finished casting spells at this point, and they're just sort of smiling at you as they do.
And no,
Moments drop.
we don't have to fight. Could always talk about this.
I don't think they're going to listen if you've killed their compatriots.
With a sudden shimmer, almost soundless, the sphere that is the bead of force drops. So there's held actions. I'd like the arc and the hammer attack roll, please.
Yes.
Okay. 21 hits for 10 points. Did not roll odd. 25 hits for 8 points. Dunham, were you doing top bottom? Was that the order?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
sounds good.
Hold
Alright, so the arc and the hammer both strike into the northern of these two dragon blessed as the shimmer drops, and other actions happen at the same moment as well. Dunnan and Heliwrast, you both have a radiant bolt attempting to strike into you. Dunnan, a 23 to hit.
Yes.
Heliwrast, a 25 to hit. Dodge the crit. Dunnan, 23 points of radiant damage.
Yikes.
And then Heliwrast, 25 points of radiant damage. Dunnan, as the bolt strikes into you, you see the very thin, like a almost a thread of light draw back from you into that northern individual. They appear slightly rejuvenated. And this will move us into initiative proper. Unless, I don't think
sucking me
I don't
off.
think I heard any other held actions, right?
Nope.
Okay. Top of initiative, Tang. Heliwrast on deck.
Okay. Tang is going to use guiding bolt on the south one.
Okay. Sound good. You might need to move 5 feet, but you got plenty of movement to move and then move back. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're good there. That way they don't have half cover. Guiding bolt away.
All right.
Yeah, 26 will hit. Jeez. That is 12 points of radiant, and they're wreathed in guiding energy. And these two individuals are wearing scale mail, from what you can see. Decently armored. Anything else, Tim?
It looks like everybody's hurt a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna cast mass healing. Oh, I can't do that. Never mind. I'm going to activate magic stone.
Okay, sounds good. You have 3 pebbles ready to go. And then if you still have plenty of movement if you want to spend any of it, and that'll bring us to Heliwrast.
Okay, Heli's just gonna shade and left, shine and right, raise both hands up simultaneously, not like one at a time, and send shade to the one to the south and shine to the one to the north.
All right, roll shade at advantage.
Okay.
This is your action and bonus to make the 2 attacks. That hits 11 points. And 22 will also hit for 12 points. And then, if I recall, Shade and Shine have the magical property of returning to your hand, correct?
Yes, they do. Correct.
2 axes are separating and you are holding one of them. You can use a bonus action to cause the other one to teleport and reappear in your open hand at your feet.
Yep.
You are not holding either of them. You used your action and bonus action to just throw both of them.
Oh, okay.
So you might need to close in.
Okay.
Are you staying put now and just planning to close in on your next turn to collect them?
Yep.
Okay. That'll bring us to the blessed.
One more question.
Yeah.
Has dawn happened yet since we were fighting before?
No, it has not.
Okay. Yeah. We're still in the middle of the night.
You're down the Shine property at the moment. You still have Shade property.
I'm wondering about my bracers.
No, they have not recharged either.
Yep. Okay.
No, you rested for about an hour, a little bit more than an hour.
Well, it says dawn.
Yeah.
In the description, so not necessarily whether I've had a rest.
Okay. Not a lot of time has passed.
Not a lot.
Get you to dawn. That'll bring us to the blessed. I like that spell. What's the radius of that? Alright, Jaya, Dunnan, Heliwrast, and Corin all need to make dexterity saving throws.
I'll use Shield Master.
Certainly.
Reaction. It's Great.
as the south of the two Dragon Blessed pulls down their hand, and as they do, a column of radiant fire engulfs the four of you.
That's right.
All right. So Corin fails. What's Corin's threshold for breaking?
27.
Okay.
27.
Gotcha. Jaya, you succeed. You take half damage. Dunnan fails, and Heliwrast succeeds. So, Jaya and Heliwrast, you each take 13 points. It's 7 fire and 6 radiant from Flame Strike. And then... Yep.
Sorry, what was the fire? I'm resistant to fire
7.
damage. So
Okay, so then 3. So you take 3 fire and 6 radiant.
thank you.
Yep. And then Dunnan, you take 15 fire and 12 radiant. Corin is broken.
Oof. There she goes.
I knew it was close, so I wasn't sure. All right. The other, and that one is going to yank the axe off of them as it clatters to the ground and start moving. Out of the way. And then the other blessed is going to continue to step back. Your axes are there on the ground. It'll take a bonus action to collect both of them.
Okay.
And as they are retreating, they're going to fire 2 radiant bolts. At Dunnan. Dunnan 16 and a 23 to hit you.
23 hits.
22 points of radiant damage. And that is their full turn as we come around to Jaya with Aeolus on deck.
Where do I want to do here? I'm gonna fire another arc. Think how? Oh shit! No, distance.
Range is 30 feet.
Which I think we could scooch. I'm gonna like fly up and move. God, for the love of Pete, I'm having a day. It's right there. Fire another arc. I'm gonna fly up, so I'm like higher.
Okay.
And then
in that entryway there, you have a maximum height of about 10 feet.
Okay, that's fine. Just like, well, I guess maybe not right there. Okay. Anyway, 14 hit.
14 just misses.
Yeah.
But that's part of your attack action. So if you have more movement, you can replace one of your attacks with a cantrip. So you can still make a weapon attack if you can get close enough to make a weapon attack.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to. Well, if I move further out, can I get higher?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll do that. Where would I need to be for that? Like here?
Right there.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not going to get close enough to make a weapon attack, but I do want to make a check just to see if I can see like or hear anybody coming in. Like they're retreating to somewhere, but we know they've messaged. So
sure. Make a perception check for me. I'll let that be the other half of that action.
12.
You're listening. You're not quite sure. There's a lot going on right now, and you're trying to keep an eye on them so that you don't lose them in the middle of the room. It's a lot going on. But you're listening. Brings us to Aeolus with Dunnan on deck.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm going to use my action to dash into the room.
Dashing after them? Yeah, sure. Sets up in the back of the room with Star Metal Blaster. Oh, shit, gotta run that way.
I was like, I could take them out, and then I ran out of my dark vision. I was like, shit, can't see.
Rough. All right. Anything with the bonus before passing?
Yeah, as a bonus action, I'm going to use my... Oh, I don't have any blood maledicts remaining. Well, damn.
Do they come back on short or long rest?
They come back on a...
You said you didn't participate in the rest, did you?
Right.
Yeah.
I stayed up.
Okay. My mistake.
So, then yeah, as a bonus action, I don't think I have anything for bonus actions.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Dunnan with Tang on deck.
Oh. Dunnan rushes after them
Yeah.
and says, "You're not sucking me off and running away." And that one is out of range, right?
Just a lost in
Did you just
translation
say-
from Dwarven. 15
Doesn't-
feet.
Yeah. So I have advantage on that one because it's glowing, right?
No, that got used by Heliwrast. Sorry, I forgot to remove the pip.
Okay. Right. Then I'm gonna throw the hammer twice at the one in front of me.
Northern one? Yeah, sure.
You go.
Yeah, 23 hits. 12 points.
Second strike.
25. 2 very good hits.
In the back. I guess in the back. Because they're running away.
They're backing up. They're aware that there's a bunch of people. But yeah, you catch them off. They sort of step in a pile of coins and drops their guard enough for you to be able to get the hits in.
Yeah.
If my math would work
That is
there.
it?
There we go. Okay. That's Dunnan. Brings us to Tang with Heliwrast on deck.
Okay. Tang is going to, seeing her compatriots pop out / start going away, despite being severely injured.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're fine.
You're on. She's gonna have some words for you guys later. I need to be able to see everybody, so I unfortunately have to. If I'm here, can I technically see Jaya because I can see part of her?
You can, yes. You can see the
Okay.
bottom calves. She's higher in elevation from where you are, but the floor has also sort of dropped down a little bit from the rough-hewn staircase. So yeah, you can see roughly where she is.
Okay, great. Mass healing word.
Oh, baby.
All right.
If you survive, I'm killing you. Yeah.
Like
Alright, everybody
19
gets-
HP.
Yeah, everybody gets a total of 19 hit points.
Dang.
I'm just going to wait for Spencer to confirm, because I had a moment last night where a mass healing word was counterspelled and led to a TPK.
I would never do something as predictable as that. You get healed. That's fine.
Awesome. The one that I can see in front of Dunnan, I would like to hit with Toll the Dead.
Certainly. That is a wisdom save.
Yes.
They're good at that. 19.
Dang it.
That would have been good damage too. 18 points.
Well, I tried.
Yeah, compared to a toddler after everyone calls you an old man.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to Heliwrast, with Jaya coming up after the Blessed. Blessed? I don't know. So, Hallie, your bonus action during your movement is spent collecting your axes as well.
Yes, that's fine. I'm gonna go up next to Dunny, pick up my axes, and let's see here. I'm just gonna hack at him again.
Okay.
Shine to the north and shade to the bottom.
Well, your bonus action is used, so you can only make one attack.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay,
Okay,
because you're going to throw one, and then you'll need to use collect that weapon again anyway. So
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go for the closer one.
certainly.
Actually, no, for the farther one, the one to the south
Okay. Either or.
with
It's up to you.
shade.
16 does hit. 12
Nice.
points to the southern one. All right. And that'll be your turn, I believe, correct?
That is it.
All right, that brings us to the Blessed. They are continuing to retreat.
Of course they are. Pansy bitches.
And they are just, at this point, going to attempt beaming radiant bolts at the group of you. 2 at Heliwrast, 1 at Dun, and 1 at Aeolus. Heli, 19 and 11 to hit you.
19 hits.
24 points of radiant damage. And the caster heals 10.
Wonderful.
That's rude.
And then 1 at Dunnan, natural 1. 1 at Aeolus, 16.
Wah, wah.
Haha, that doesn't hit.
Oh my gosh. That brings us to Jaya with Aeolus on deck.
Same story. I'm gonna fly forward to be in range and then fire an arc at them.
Okay.
19 to hit.
Hits. This is the north one, correct?
Yeah.
And that's odd damage against the arc again. Roll. 21 also hits. 5. Is there an enemy within 30 feet? Or is there a creature, pardon me, within 30 feet of the southern one?
There?
Nope.
No, the arc does not ricochet back to you.
All right. And then would you let me do another perception check? I'm just really stressed out.
Yeah.
We're in
Absolutely. Go for it.
18,
Much
slightly better.
Yeah. Glancing further into the cavernous room, as from your heightened position about 15 feet up, sort of trying to figure out what's going on in the space. You don't hear anything. You feel more confident about. It doesn't look like they're trying to escape and draw you into an ambush. Or another ambush.
Cool.
Alright, that'll bring us to Aeolus with Dunnan on deck.
Aeolus is going to run up. I run it away. And take 2 slashes with the katana. Hopefully.
16 does hit. 9 points and 13 points.
And then bonus action, Fire Metal Blaster, straight to the face.
Lovely. Yeah, no disadvantage. And they take lightning damage from the Star Metal Blaster, so they get 10 points total. Can you uncheck your blood rate, please?
The blood rate is on the Star Metal Blaster. I'm sorry.
Is it still on? Okay, gotcha.
Yes. because I did not short rest.
Oh, okay. Perfect. So 12 points from the Star Metal Blaster. Very solid. And that'll then bring us to Dunnan.
Yep. He's gonna close the distance on this one.
Oh, yeah, you have 35 feet of movement, don't you?
Yep.
They're trying to get away.
Yep. You're scared. And he's gonna try melee attacking.
Yeah. Tang is on deck. 30 doesn't
I
hit.
guess it hits.
Their AC is just high. Yeah, 10 points of damage.
I'm
Oddly
sorry,
enough.
you rolled too high.
Yeah. It's a stack overflow
Again.
issue. It rolls back to 0. 16 points of
That's
damage.
another 30 hit.
Yeah. Jeez.
I aim at the kneecaps.
Yeah, that's 2 heavy hits. Anything else for your turn, Dunnan?
Yeah, bonus action, I bash him with the shield.
Okay. Going for prone.
Yes.
Okay. Where is their save? Oh, their check, pardon me. 7!
Nice. He falls flat
Yeah.
on his nose. And I loom over them.
Where's prone? There's prone.
Now that I'm closer, how do they really look like draconic in features?
So, here, let me pull up the token so you can get a better view. They seem to be not touched with draconic elements such as scales, but they have dressed in a somewhat draconic
I see.
fashion style. It would appear.
Okay.
They're wannabes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, they just asked the dragon for power and they got power, so they're wannabes.
can I shout something back before
Yeah.
my turn? Just seems like they are worshippers of the dragon down here. At least their clothing style symbolizes it. That's it.
All right. That'll bring us to Tang with Heli on deck.
Thing's gonna fly farther into the space.
Yep. Are you gaining altitude to 15 feet as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am going to use Healing Word on Dunnan.
Yeah, he's within 60 of you. Twelve big boys for Dunnan.
And I am going to use let's see. How far am I? 50 feet. I'm going to use Sacred Flame on the one in front of Dunnan.
Okay. It's a dex save, right?
Yes.
8.
That is going to fail. Just give me 1 second.
14 points of radiant damage. A nasty hit as they're on the ground, this searing fire briefly illuminating the space, and they're screaming in pain. Anything else, Tag?
That's all I wanted.
All right, Heliwrast, around to you, and then Jaya after the Blessed.
Heli's gonna move forward enough to be able to see which one of them is more injured.
The one on the ground.
Okay, next to Dunny.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you currently are holding Shine in your hand. You need to pull Shade back with your bonus action, and it'll teleport back into your hand.
Okay. But what she's gonna do is she's gonna hit the northern one, the one that's prone with blight.
Blight? Okay.
Blight.
That's a con save?
Yes.
All right.
At
Go
level
ahead and roll
4.
some damage. 40. Nice damage roll. And 2 1s, 2 8s. The rest of it's pretty good though. Yeah, they rolled a 23 on their con save. Pretty good. But even at half damage, that's enough. So,
Oh, good.
how do you finish them off with blight?
Oh, I just want them to just fucking explode into a pink mist.
Wonderful. Because
Great.
it just so happens that they do explode when you kill them.
Well, okay, but it blows away from Dunnan.
Nope. They have a death blow.
Oh, no. Okay.
Dunnan! You're the only one in
No.
range.
I love it. It's so
I don't wanna.
Make
great.
me... Oh, never mind. Don't even make me anything.
Oh, there's no save?
Nope. You take 10 points of force damage as the blight ripples through their form. Heliwrast and Tenclear, the tendrils sort of sink in, and you realize you're watching the tendrils sink in as their form is becoming semi-translucent, turning into this red sort of gel before the surface tension is broken in an explosive manner as these tendrils collect and finally meet in the center of the different appendages, fracturing and fragmenting this thing, covering the area in what can only be described as raspberry jelly.
Lovely.
All right.
I've always been a fan of raspberry.
The one in front of Aeolus is just going to sort of laugh. Take a step back away from you, Aeolus. You can make an opportunity attack with your katana if you would so choose.
Hiya, watcha!
19 hits for 12 points. They're looking really bad. Gamble the crit. And then send 2 radiant bolts. Who's looking worse? Or the worst? Don's looking the worst out of everyone compared to their... Yeah. not your height.
They like his blood.
No. Okay. So we have a 20 total, not natural 20, and a natural 20. Does 20 hit you?
Nope, misses.
So just the crit then.
But the natural 20. Just the crit.
They heal a big old 3 points for themselves from the crit. And then you take 25 and 19. 44. 44 points of radiant damage.
Jesus. Okay, Dunnan is really holding on.
Oh, so low. And they are going to continue to try to escape. They've moved 25 already, or 5 already, so that's where they get to. That brings us to Jaya with Aeolus on deck. They are looking bad. You guys are just faster than them.
Yeah, we're not gonna change it now. 10, 3.
They're in
Where's my
range.
character sheet? It's just the dumbest thing ever.
If you shift, double click on your token, it'll bring it back up. Jaya, how do you want to do this?
I'm so annoyed that it took you 4 years to tell me that, but that's fine.
I can't help it if you roll badly with Eldritch Blast.
Okay. So
know what you're talking about. She had a few really good Eldritch Blasts.
yeah,
It
I
doesn't count
actually
if it's the
did.
beginning of
Thank
a
you
fight.
so much. Yeah, I think she just like sees a tremendous damage to Dunnan and is already feeling extremely protective over these ragtag group that she's found herself in, and she's like, absolutely not, and like twirls it in the air and like really considers how much she wants to kill them with a ranged weapon so that they don't explode over any of her companions, and fires it directly into its mouth.
As it turns to shout and launch back another bolt, try to finish off the squirrely dwarf. The arc just impacts, and you can see the ricochet of the energy in its form enough to break that tension once again, and just everything, their entire form, armor and all, just turns to this jelly all over the space within about a 10-foot radius. I was going to take the group of you out of initiative.
The middle. And then it falls on his ass.
Ellie's gonna walk up to Dunny and give him her cure wounds as a feat.
Okay.
3rd level.
It's when you use it as. Are you using a spell slot?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a spell slot.
Okay, I was going to say if you use it as the feat, it's just a 1st level, but
No, I'm gonna use a
you
spell
can also
slot.
spend spell slots on it.
Spencer, am I all right to move to the entrance of this room?
Yeah, you're fine.
Thanks, Haley.
Um,
Oh, my head hurts.
Tang would like to also use Cure Wounds on Dunnan.
By all means.
So much attention for that grumpy old dwarf.
The touch
You're
with
not
which
that
she
old.
does it is smacking him upside the head.
Oh!
Stop charging in when you're already hurt. You need to be more careful.
We couldn't get them let them get away. And I think we should keep the move on. I guess there is more coming.
We need to get out of here.
Agreed.
Dunnan, do you want to use your helmet?
Out?
I think we need to go out. We have no idea who they called.
Hold on. Yolas? Where is Yolas?
No, this is over by the entrance.
Now's the chance. Come on, hold on to everybody. No.
Aeolus is just walking through. She's like, yeah, they're right behind. Those sons of a...
While the group of you are discussing, and Dunnan, you're healing up. Dunnan, you hear something. The rest of you do not. I'm gonna kick the rest of you down into whisper. Okay. You hear a voice in your mind. First, you sort of glance around the briefest of moment, like seeing where the source is. There's no source. And you don't hear the voice change even as you rotate your head, indicating like there's no sound waves. You feel this presence. What are you doing?
Exploring. Trying to find you.
It feels as if every word that you hear is spoken with intense labor. And wait. You are meddling in business not your own.
Oh. You're abducting people. You can't let that slide. Brainwashing them. I have something against that. Why are you doing it?
And then you two will be replaced. Goodbye. Done.
I'll find you. That's it.
Uh-oh.
So then that goes on. The rest of you are discussing where Aeolus went, / should you leave, should you not leave, I believe, correct?
That is actually what we were talking about.
Kristanen was absent during this discussion. He was just
Zoning
looking
out.
around.
Done tuned out.
Yeah. And then just says, we are not leaving.
Look at us. We're half dead.
I don't care. We are not leaving.
Why?
We've been 3/4 dead before. That's not a problem.
I have an urge. I can't describe it. But it's not good if you leave.
So what do we do? Where do we go? Because we can't stay here.
Up
Find
north.
the fucker that is responsible. Go north. Exactly. And then it's gonna start moving.
Wait. Get your ass back here. I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word again.
Okay.
On everybody who is hurt.
Are you waiting for Aeolus to be back in radius as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will
I'll
come
bring
back.
his ass over here too. I very grumpily give everyone 18 points of healing. Now, please.
I will
Don't.
also check Siegfried's health and provide him that healing as well,
Okay,
if he needs it.
great. Because I cast Healing Word twice, Mass Healing Word twice already. So, hopefully that's sufficient for everybody to not go down.
Siegfried is back to full.
Perfect. Yeah.
Dunnan, glancing in, you see another chamber of where there's small piles of coin. This one seems to be quite a bit bigger than the one in which the group of you had tried to take refuge. And that's about all you can see from where you are.
You guys coming?
I am going to sheath the katana and pull Ferguson out and keep a tight hold on it.
Almost parallel to the ground, north. Very slightly up.
And I'm going to
3 degrees.
try to approach or I'm gonna follow Tunnin, but attempt to stealthily.
Stealthily follow the dwarf. Sure.
Yep.
Dunning, you see the north end of this area is covered with a crystal wall. Beyond which, let me see if I can see through your token. You can't see through it quite yet. You need to get closer.
Okay. It's just rubble and coins on the ground. Nothing.
Small piles of coin here and there. Yeah, silver,
Okay.
copper.
Okay.
On the far side of the crystal wall, you can see swirling gaseous mists, greenish in color. That's somewhat obscure, but you can see through those. It appears to be a hallway or another section of tunnel, and then a very large section of crystal. Quite larger than most of the ones you've encountered so far as how wide it is. Probably 30, 40 feet across.
I think I found the poisonous gas that was in that shaft going down. Or at least another stream of it.
We found gas. You found like a vapor here.
Or not inhale that. Now that's a dead end here.
Yeah, I don't know that we wanted to try to go through any type of gas.
He moves so fast for a dwarf.
Me for
If
me,
you
I got
weren't
little
skipping-
legs.
How does he move so quick?
If you weren't skipping leg day every day, you would be faster too.
We were
What are
the
you
natural
talking about?
sprinters. Very dangerous
Leg
over short
day.
distances.
Egg day is the only thing I did while at Blackbird.
That maniac.
And you were slouching. Is there anything here?
No, it's
Or
just
just-
an upper area. There's more coins. You do know of a branch path this way, that over here, where you had previously come into this cavern of coins. There was another path that leads north along a small, rough-cut staircase.
Guess we're going there. Orf, you said, right?
Tunnin,
Yes.
and Aeolus is just going to briefly step in front of him and look at Tunnin. Is there anything I would see different in his expression from the conversation we had in the room versus right now?
Up to you, Dunn.
Well, he seems very focused and kind of doesn't look at you directly. Is more behind you, if you know what I mean. So
Yep.
not very focused onto you. And just briefly looks at you. What? What is it, Aeolus?
I got my answer. Lead
Right.
on.
Then move on out of the way.
As you push further north, you find yourself in a much larger cavern. It appears to be ringed somewhat. There's a small pillar. I say small in comparison to the size of the room in which you find yourself. that is flared at the base and up into the ceiling in this vaguely donut-shaped chamber, maybe 100 feet across, roughly. The ceilings here are about 20 feet. There's a small ledge about 2-3 feet around the area where this column is that's helping to support the ceiling. On the outside edge of your vision, Dunnan, you see what you think to be bits of gas up this way. You don't see any immediate
Where?
threats
Sorry.
in the space. Up here.
Okay. Edge a little closer.
Okay.
I'm sorry I'm such a child, but when you said flared at the base, I laughed.
It wouldn't be a Dungeons and Dragons group if someone didn't laugh.
All right, as you are stepping into the space, Dunny, you don't smell any gases in the space. You see that they're clinging to this edge up here.
Mm-hmm.
You feel safe that you can get closer. As the vapors and mist just sort of swirling in that space and clinging and drawing back here and there, you can tell they're maybe somewhat magically placed based on the fact that it's this sort of column and this cloud that doesn't want to settle and dissipate into the space around it. And then on through the semi-opaque vapors, you see another section of crystal that has been broken down and churned away.
So I can see through a little bit, but not totally, right? So it's like mist a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm. And you said that crystal there is broken.
Correct.
Can you guys come over here? Look at that. I point to the...
Tang, with the highest passive in the group. As you get closer, you hear a sound sort of reverberating through the space, quite bass-like. This low rumble extends for about 12 seconds, and then there's a brief pause, about 20-30 seconds, and then you hear it again. Another 12-second sort of very low rumble.
Like does it sound like earth shifting? Does it sound like
It does. You wouldn't. It reminds you of earth shifting. It doesn't sound specifically like it, but nothing
Could it
else sort of comes to
possibly
mind.
be? Could it possibly be the snoring and deep slumber of a very large beast?
So Tang, you hear this.
what direction is that coming from?
Northeast.
Okay. So we got to go through that.
Cure wounds on Dunnan. Dunnan, you get 6.
Okay.
I'm gonna, in a hushed tone, tell the group that I hear something coming from that direction.
Are we able to see through this?
You can, vaguely. Everything is partially, would effectively have partial cover, so to speak. But
Now,
let me adjust the image. There we go. I can see what you see. You can see a cavern beyond that opens up. It seems to be somewhat like the one in which you currently find yourselves.
can I quickly close my eyes and just do I still feel that voice that I heard before, like a little lingering or some residue of it?
Make me an intelligence check. Pretty good roll. You feel a very faint, not like active presence. It feels like there's a film. Like when you've cooked with oil and then rinsed out your cooking utensils with just water, and there's still that very faint oily film over top of
Yeah.
everything still. It feels like that to you. You have this very faint film of a presence that's sort of been hung upon you and layered onto you. You can't shake it.
Okay. And does it tug me into that direction through that crystal, through the gas?
You feel no particular tug in any which way.
Okay.
It's just there. Aeolus, you feel the Vergasive pulling you northeast.
Can we do something about that mist here? Anybody? Or just push through? I get a little closer.
Can we see if there's anything blocking the way?
You see that there is a crystal wall that has been broken and torn down and sort of chunked away. So there is a passageway. If
Okay.
you can wish to brave or somehow remove said mists.
Can we see where the mist is coming from? Like, is there like a hole in this wall? Is there a hole in this wall, or is it just
You see no source.
stagnant?
It's just in this space. It immediately makes you think that there's some magical component to this. As I said, it should not just stay in the space. It should dissipate. It should expand. Just due to the natural entropy of the space, it just does not want to move from that area.
Aeolus is going to put an arm out to Dunnan, and he's going to go in his bag and pull out one of the Mage Catcher die. Let's see if this works. And I'm going to plop it or throw it into the center.
Okay. Grabbing the description for that again, please.
Yep.
You said one of them, correct?
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, so you have 5 remaining at this point. Roll 7. On a 1, the bomb does nothing. On any other result, it explodes. At 10-foot radius, magical instability. Any spell of 3rd level that immediately ends. If multiple bombs explode, number of rounds equal to the bombs exploded after the first, the field then vanishes. In turn. Okay, so the bomb is destroyed, but it does not fail to explode. Wonderful. Okay, so it just cancels magic in the area. If multiple bombs explode, there's an area of anti-magic. Effectively.
Yeah,
You said that's a 10-foot radius?
Yep.
Right there? Oh, wait, hold on. Might have been the wrong layer. Right there? Is that accurate as to where you wish to place it?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a moment. I'm calling that good enough. That works. Yeah.
And then Aeolus is just going to
You do see the mists starting to flow back into that space. You destroyed everything that was in that space, but the areas are starting to collapse back down. You gather you probably have maybe 1 or 2 rounds to move everyone through that space.
Let's go. And Aeolus will push. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh.
Give me a moment. The mist close back in behind you as the group of you rush in. You see another large room with a few columns, also flared at the bases, Kim, that occupy a lot of the space here. There's a ledge, it's about 3-4 feet high, and this massive mound of rubble in the center, upon which various lichens and mosses are growing. And throughout the entire space, it's covered in these different things and crystals. There's a very faint bioluminescence throughout the space. Takes you the brief, not instantaneous, but a moment to realize that the large pile of rubble in the center is anything but. It is the slowly shifting form of a gargantuan beast. That what you mistook for rubble are maybe scales on this thing's form. The lichens growing upon it make you think it has not moved in an age. All of you feel a presence sort of drape over your minds like a damp rag. You are meddlesome and will be added to the collective. Why do you fight?
We do not mean to fight you. Aeolus is just looking around to everyone else is like, hey, help! I'm drowning here.
Aeolus, you notice Vergisiv is not pointing towards the draconic entity. It is pointing almost due almost due northeast on the other side of that first column.
Okay.
I'm sorry, we're at the dragon?
Yeah.
I was gone for like 5 minutes.
Well, listen, okay? When you leave us in front of something,
It's currently sleeping. As far
I
as you know.
may have cleared the mist out.
I'll get a little closer
And then
say,
I'm gonna start walking this way.
why are you adopting people or brainwashing them? We've been here for ages. Why now?
You know so little.
Enlighten me.
It will be my pleasure. You feel the film draw back from your mind. All of you feel this wet rag that was felt like it was over your consciousness for the moment, draw back the covers. And as you feel the sensation, you see various bits of lichen and mosses all throughout the space. Fungi shift and uproot themselves as it feels like the whole room is drawing together like a huge breath that's being inhaled. And it takes a moment to realize that it's not the ground that's being drawn closer together. It's bits of ooze and slime and these small chunks of raspberry jelly that are drawing into a mound that is building and building larger in front of the group of you. I need everyone to roll into initiative.
Want adventure.
I thought you would be fine if I went away mid-session when nothing was really happening.
No.
Listen, you can't leave me alone with something to solve.
Helly was there to supervise.
Helly's just gonna back me. She helped me buy smut. That was a mistake.
But I trust her to be responsible.
She helped me buy smut to scar Siegfried. That's not responsible.
And laughed about it.
As all of
That's
these
not moving us into a chamber with a sleeping dragon.
as all of these droplets, these small rivers of slime that may look like the entire cavern is shifting and moving, draw together. They culminate in a form rising up out of the space next to the sleeping behemoth.
I want to hug it.
Oh, of course you do.
It looks. Oh God,
Yes.
there's faces. Oh, I really want to
Yeah.
hug it.
Into the form of a head made of thousands of faces. And let's take a break here, and we'll come back at the start of combat. All right. Still waiting on Heliwrast? You good, Jay? Nah, she's back. Wonderful. As this creature brings itself together from the constituent bits of blob all around the room and rises itself up, you roll into initiative. It rolled high in initiative. Excuse me for a moment. The stat block's a monster.
Sensor, we're able to see its health bar.
Ah, my apologies. Is that better?
Yep.
Yep, it's gone.
There you go. I wonder if that's a token default that I have set. Okay. Continuing. It is going to start by... Done, you're in front. Make me a wisdom saving throw. As its mental acuity assails your senses.
Of course, I roll
low. The group of you see Dunnan with such purpose and drive and resolve striding into the room, seeing this thing turning and freezing as you are afflicted by Hold Monster.
But I'm not a monster.
Jaya, around to you. Dunnan on deck. You can repeat the save then your turn's done. What'll it be, Jai? Are you muted? Try disconnecting and reconnecting, maybe?
What about now?
Amazing. We can hear you.
Beautiful. Finally. All right. I am going to cast Flaming Sphere next to this guy.
That is concentration. Let me grab a sphere for you. And I'm going to give you control. Can you move that around or no?
I can't. Right. No, I can't on the sphere.
Interesting. It pulled out and it created a token as if it's a token, like for a character sheet. Like, I've never seen it do that before.
Yeah, it's my familiar. It's just a flaming sphere, which would be pretty sick. Um,
Legacy settings? No, that's lighting. Okay, well, I'll just move it around for you. It's there.
Thanks. I just want to ram it into that guy.
Alright, that's a bonus action to command it, right?
Stand by. Boop, boop. Yeah, as a bonus action, I can move the sphere up to 30 feet and ram it into a creature.
Okay. The creature gets a dex save, if I recall correctly.
Correct.
It gets a 13. That is a failure.
So, 8. Only 6 fire damage.
That's
Ooh,
okay.
lame.
Seems like it doesn't do as much as you were hoping.
Interesting. Okay.
That's your action bonus. You have movement remaining.
How high is this room?
This room is about 25 feet tall.
I'm gonna fly up to the top, up to the ceiling.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
Bonus action movement. I'm good.
Okay. Just adjusted the pip for your wings to 5, so you're 25 feet high. End of your turn, the creature is going to cast a spell as a legendary action.
Counterspell. I don't like it.
Certainly. What level are you casting Counterspell at?
Just 3rd level.
Third level. I'd like you to roll me an intelligence check.
Fuck. 20.
That's an intelligence save. Your proficiency bonus is presently a 4, which means that's a 16, which is sufficient to counterspell a 5th level spell. So you successfully counterspell. And the vacuous divots that where eyes would be sort of take more notice of you. Now we move to Dunnan. Dunnan, make me a wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Yay. Nay.
You are still frozen.
Cool.
It has not taken... Oh, sorry, my mistake. Let me double check. It's con... It did not break concentration from the fire hitting it. That'll bring us to Aeolus with Siegfried on deck.
In which direction do I feel the rod pointing me in?
This way.
Okay.
Like, in that direction, like behind that column.
Okay. I will keep note of that. I'm going to spread out because I don't trust this thing.
Okay.
And I'm going to fire the Star Metal Blaster at it.
Okay. Go for it. 18. As you see it sort of sinks in for a moment and then rebounds. Not quite enough.
Fire again.
Still
Okay.
not good. Yeah, there's AC is a bit higher than that.
Am then going to that's my turn.
Okay. Siegfried is Chalice form, guiding bolt from his starry map. 25 does hit. Does seem to resist the radiant as well.
Oh shit.
It does have to make a con save for concentration. That is a natural 1. Hold monster drops on you, Dunnan.
Yay.
That'll bring us to Teng with Heliwrast on deck.
Teng is going to activate the Bangle of the Starlight Raven
Okay.
to use Starstruck Swarm. So we're between dusk and dawn right now.
Correct.
Because dawn hasn't happened yet. I'm going to expend three of the charges to cast Magic Missile at the 5th level.
Nice.
Fourth level, 5th level.
4th or 5th? What is it?
I'm figuring it out. 1 second. So it's one charge for the 2nd level, 2 charges for the 3rd level, 3 charges for the 4th level. So 5th level. We're going to just expend all of my charges.
4 charges makes a 5th level spell because you're between dusk and dawn, right? It's
yes.
Bonus 1 point spent, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. 5th level spell is 7 darts. It's number plus 2.
Okay.
So it's a D4 plus 1.
Do I roll to crit, potentially?
It's magic missile. There's no roll to hit. It's automatic damage. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a D4 plus 1 multiplied by 7.
So I roll it once and we
1d4 plus 1. Yes.
Okay.
3. 21 points of damage. Instantly. No save. No roll to hit. Just happens. As you expend all of the charges from the bangle, what does it look like as they strike into the form in various places?
A small murder of ravens come forth from the bangle, black as night with little glimmers of starlight in their wings. They dive bomb into this creature and poof into a little burst of smoke when they hit.
Nice. Love it. This is force damage also.
Uh-huh.
It does not seem to resist this. Takes full damage. Bangle does not break. There's no chance of it breaking when you expend all charges, correct?
Correct.
Okay, wonderful. You have movement and bonus remaining. What would you like to do?
I would like to use Healing Word on Dunnan as my bonus action.
Gotcha.
Dunnan gets 11 points of healing.
Appreciate it.
I am going to increase my height.
It's literally the lowest you can roll.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's upsetting. Oh well, that's fine.
Well, you can't get below 3, so it's 3 and then 3 for the level plus life cleric and then 5 for your wisdom.
I guess. Okay. I am going to be flying up higher and also starting to fan out a little bit.
Okay. Wonderful. That'll then bring us to the legendary action. All right. It's going to cast another spell. Jaya, make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oof.
Jaya, you who stopped it from doing its thing that it wanted to do, feel your body lock up. Your wings stop moving. As you are affected by Hold Person, you are paralyzed, and you fall 25 feet to the ground. Taking 9 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall prone. We'll use this for a little cancel symbol for paralyzed. You can repeat the save at the end of each of your turns. Okay. That's a legendary action. It's concentrating. Moving to Heliwrast.
Okay, Heli is muttering, not under her breath, but just in general, fucking hat, 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 hat. Because we should have touched the hat. We should have gotten the hell out of there, and it's her fault, it feels like. But she does want to kind of encourage everybody to get closer to Dunnan. If we want to just disappear, we probably could. And then she is going to... she does not have Shade and Shine with her.
Well, you have them with you, but yeah.
But they're holstered. And she's going to actually... draw her bow, the Spellfire short bow, as her bonus action. Is that correct? And then shoot it? Could she do that? Okay. She's going to do that at 3rd level.
Okay. So 3rd level, which I believe gets you... thank you, Shia. 4... the effective of a 4th level spell. So you spent a 3rd level slot. So 4th level spell, so that's 6 darts at 3 points a pop for 18 points.
Cool.
Into the creature.
Into Raspberry Man.
All right. Anything else, Heliwrast?
She wants to turn to the dragon and say, "We're not here to hurt you. We're not here aggressively. Please listen to us. Can we talk?" And then she's going to actually get on one knee.
Sure. Mark yourself as prone. Got it.
No, not arrows. There we go. Okay.
There we go. All right.
Yep.
So you mark yourself as prone. Anything else, Heliwrast?
Nope.
Okay.
She will move 5 feet closer to be able to reach out and touch Dunnan.
Just in case. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. As you're doing this, Aeolus, you feel the shift of Vergasive, which I believe you have in your hands at the moment, besides a Star Metal Blaster, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You feel it shift ever so slightly, as almost like your hands are drawn sideways, as appearing from behind the column is a creature who rolled really poorly on initiative.
Oh.
This individual with no tunic, no shirt, their sinuous form coated in this layer of slime and bile seems to be exuded from them as you're watching, almost like they're constantly in the state of dripping. Their mouth replaced with 4 tentacles and a bulbous head with pulsing reddish lights, almost glowing from the inside of it. As it swings around and sort of gazes at all of you, shifting a staff, a rod of what appears to be metal or gemstone of some type, or with a weird geode-like end on both ends of it, and glances around the space. Aeolus, you hear in your mind a different presence than the one you felt previously try to break in. How dare you interrupt the manifestations of Greg?
You have
Die.
something I want.
It's going to unleash a mind blast.
Let's go.
At your compatriots.
Let's go.
Everyone in that range, including you, Teng, because it's a coon, needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Is this everyone except for me?
Yeah.
Alright. He came to play hardball.
Cool. Gave me my damage. So they added a nice little feature in Roll20 monster stat blocks where like I can act like even though it's an effect, I can set the damage that rolls into an effect. It's lovely. Teng save, Heliwrast fail, Jaya save, and Dunnan save. Wow.
Thank God.
Okay. Saves take 0 damage. There's no save for half. You just don't take it. Heliwrast, you take 26 points of psychic damage, and you are stunned for 1 minute.
Okay.
You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Okay.
Yeah. Saving throw, you guys just passed. Those of you who passed. So
And that was 26?
26 and stunned. So movement 0, can't take actions or reactions and attacks against you have advantage.
Okay.
And intelligent and paralyzed doesn't mean you can't pass intelligence saves. So Jai is still
Right.
okay as well. The aspect of Greklork does not need to make the save. And it's that thing's turn. It's going to move to here. There we go. It didn't snap to the grid. Slowly moving towards its paralyzed victim. It is going to make some pseudopod attacks on Dunnan, and Heliwrast. Dunnan, Heliwrast.
Will attack it as a reaction.
When it attacks Heliwrast?
Yes.
Absolutely.
If I'm still up.
Yeah, sure. So Dunnan, the 2 attacks on you, 27 and 21, and I think 21 misses you, correct?
Yeah, 21 misses.
Okay. So the 27 that hits you is 21 points of bludgeoning, not magical. You do reduce it for Heavy Armor Master, so 18. And 6 points of psychic, so 24 total. Heliwrast, you take 25 total, reduced by Heavy Armor Master to 22.
Okay.
I hit you with a 28. I know that hits you.
Am I flanking with 10 even though she is up? I don't know.
You are not.
Fine.
No.
Okay. Then just
She's 25 feet up. This is shy of being a gelatinous cube. It's a rounded 15-foot slime head. So it basically takes up the 15 feet space.
It's 24 still hits. Right?
Yeah, 24 still absolutely hits. 16 points of damage. It does seem to resist this. As the hammer smacks into it, even though Heart Iron is magical. And as you impact it, Dunnan, you feel thousands of whispering voices in your head. Not like this creature, they seem to be coming from. You hear them in your head, but they're coming from everywhere, within and without. That's all. That's your reaction. It then gets to use eat memories. Heliwrast, make me a wisdom saving throw. That is a failure.
Of course.
Is there a bonus because of Conan?
There's not.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I have
Thanks.
no aura at the moment.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Oh right.
Let me check. I don't remember if Siegfried has wheel or woe. Let me check his sheet because I know he hasn't marked, but I think he has wheel.
Yeah, he does. I just don't know how many uses he has left. If any.
I think he has 2 uses left, so he will wheel you. What is wheel? Is it a D6?
Yes. I'm pretty sure it's a D6.
Not with a 1. Not sufficient. He tried to help you. Heliwrast, you take 21 points of psychic damage, and the you feel part of yourself snatched away. And as you make this brief self-assessment, the stunned condition, meaning you can focus inwards as opposed to outwards in that instance. You remember your uncle in Elderthorn, but you cannot remember his name or his face. You know he runs the shop, but every time you try to think of, what's his name? His face, you can't think of it. The memory has been stolen from you. And that'll then bring us to Jaya with Dunnan on deck.
Wisdom save, right?
Yes, you are under hold person. Oh, sorry, hold on. It took damage. Dunnan hit it. Let me roll a con save. Concentration. It maintains concentration. Yeah, wisdom save. Ooh, you have a good bonus to that, too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That'll be Dunnan with Aeolus on deck.
Can I see the creature that just popped out, or am I occupied with that one?
You felt the wave. You saw Heliwrast get affected. I would say you have enough battlefield awareness at this point in your career as an adventurer to know that another threat appeared off to the side.
Well, I'm gonna hit.
Yeah.
Can I push Heli a little away from the creature?
I'll say you could use your shield master for that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
Okay.
for it.
Then I'll push her away and take her space.
Yep.
So that's my bonus.
Mhm.
And with my action, I'm gonna attack twice.
Go for it.
Smiting.
15 is not a hit.
Okay. Second strike.
Oh, Dunnan.
Screw me away.
Wait, Dunnan's blessed right now because I healed him on my last turn.
So he has a plus 1d4?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's blessed until the beginning of my next turn.
So roll a d4 on that 15. Not enough.
Oh man.
And you're not going to get the 14 there. 18.
Man.
18 is still a miss.
Well, shucks.
I tried.
At least Heli's out of
Good looking out. And that brings us to Aeolus with Siegfried on deck.
You have something I want, and I intend to take it off of your...
It hisses at you and extends all
Corpse.
its tentacles, wiggling in the air. Two attacks with the blaster. Yeah. Yeah, 18 absolutely hits this thing. This thing is nowhere near as resilient as the aspect of Ricklook. That'll be 9 points. You still have that right active, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
11 does not hit.
Okay. And then I'm going
What is
to... Yeah. And I'm going to shout out to the group that this seems to be a priority target, as I'm going to shift myself.
Staying 10 feet away from it?
Yep.
Noted. Okay. At the end of your turn... Actually, my apologies, it's a reaction. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw against a charm effect. You pass. As you impact the mind breaker, it sort of turns and you feel a presence trying to twist your perception of it into that of an ally. Unsuccessful, though. Okay. Continue. Anything else?
I have disadvantage on wisdom saves.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Ah. Okay.
I feel like I had to be honest.
Yeah, that's fine. It's good. Good on you. You are charmed by the mind breaker. Anytime you take damage, you can repeat the saving throw. If it deals damage to you with any effect, you are instantly not charmed. While charmed, you view it, and only it, as an ally.
And only it? Okay.
No, I mean, you don't view the red thing as an ally, but that thing is your ally.
Okay.
You still recognize Siegfried and Tang are allies as well. It can't give you commands. It's just you see it as one of your party, effectively.
Right. So I am not able to attack it. Okay.
It would be impractical for you to do so. You just be hurting your own team. Why would you do such a thing?
Right. I love the tentacle man.
Yeah. All right. The aspect of Brecklock will also be taking a legendary action to attack. It is going to do a pseudopod on Dunnan. 19 does not hit Dunnan. And then we come to Siegfried, whose stat block I lost on my sheet somewhere. Siegfried is going to launch another starry map shot. 25 will hit. 4 damage, though. Advantage on the next thing. And then he is going to move and try to help Dunnan with advantage. And I believe he has Cure Wounds, or a Healing Word available. That he does. He will send a 2nd level Cure Wounds at you, Dunnan, for 10 points. And then Heliwrast will pick up the Chalice Healing of 12. So 10 for Dunnan, 12 for Heli. And the creature has to make a con save for concentration. Passes with a 15. That brings us to Tang with Heli on deck.
Teng is going to use 1 charge of Channel Divinity.
Mm-hmm.
My last charge of Channel Divinity to use Healing Word on Dunnan.
Okay. $11 points.
And then as my action, I'm going to point at the Mind Flayer creature that Aeolus just told me is a priority target.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use Banishment.
I had a feeling banishment was coming.
So it has to make a charisma save or be banished for 1 minute.
Yeah, that's... Alright, where is... that is a 17. It will spend its legendary resistance on not being banished.
Oh, okay. That's my turn. I'm gonna actually swoop in. Wait, is the creature now flanked because Siegfried's there?
It is, yes. Siegfried
Okay,
carries
great.
a weapon.
Then I'm going to start flying towards the creature that I tried to banish.
Okay, noted. Alright, that'll bring us to Heliwrast. You are stunned thanks to the Mind Blast. Roll me an intelligence save. You are no longer stunned. Nice
No
time
longer
to roll
stunned.
a crit. That's the end of your turn now.
Okay.
But you're good.
Helly's going to pretend that she's still stunned.
Make a performance check for me.
Okay.
Here's another natural 20.
Oh.
Imagine you like sort of
disadvantage on
shaking your
performance.
head and like rolling your shoulders before realizing, "Ooh, shit! I should probably fake this." The Mind Breaker does not recharge. It is going to... It knows enough that it can't get closer to Aeolus. It's moving to here, passing underneath you, Teng. As it does, Aeolus, you see it sort of drop the rod that it's carrying and allow it to slowly start magically orbiting itself, picking up speed as it's spinning in the space. As it gets close to Siegfried, it will make 2 attacks with its rod against Siegfried. 19s both, which does hit him. Siegfried takes 26 points of damage from the 2 hits. He has a Stone's Endurance available, I believe, also. He'll reduce that by 4. Alright. That will take us to the aspect of Grekluk Vijaya on deck. Yeah, it's moving to Jaya. It's been on this slow plod moving towards the creature it has paralyzed.
Does Siegfried get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, he does.
Great.
No, sorry, he used his reaction for Stone's Endurance.
Oh, okay.
No. It's okay, his reaction attacks aren't that good. They're not done. Alright. On Dunnan, I would like you to make a Wisdom save. And then there are an attack on Dunnan with the Pseudopod, and then 2 on Jaya. Man, I don't get a crit. Dunnan, you succeed. You take... I don't actually think there's anything on a half. You do not have a memory drained from you.
Oh,
And you take no damage.
great.
There's no damage on half.
Cool.
There's no half damage. Then the first attack of the Pseudopod is against you, though. 25 to hit, I believe, connects. 19 reduced to 16. And then 5 points of Psychic. So 21 total. And then Jaya, it is a 22 to hit you and a 19 to hit you.
I'm gonna react.
Yeah, go for it. Okay, so after the first one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Ay.
Jaya, you take 29 points of bludgeoning damage total and 17 points of psychic for a total of 46 points.
Cool.
Done and you are blessed again, by the way.
It's not going to change the result of a 13. Just
That's fair.
yeah. That
But
brings it.
until the end of next or
Until the beginning of my next turn, you're
Yeah.
blessed.
Yeah, so for your full turn, you will be.
Okay.
Jaya, make me a wisdom save. You are no longer paralyzed.
Thank fuck. Okay, cool.
But
But I can't move because that was the end of the turn, right?
Correct. I do need 2 con saves for concentration. DC's 11 both times. You're good. Your flaming sphere is still going. That's all. That'll bring us to Dunnan with Aeolus on deck.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna hit that shit. Hopefully hit this time. Yes.
First one's at a... Oh, hold on. I cheated you out of an advantage on your opportunity attack. So that is that roll. Your opportunity attack does connect because it got hit by Guiding Bolt.
Oh, okay.
So you do get the 11, which would is reduced to 5. So now roll for this
2
turn.
attacks.
Yeah.
Okay. 1. That hits, I guess. And 2. That misses.
Misses.
And I guess shield bashing it won't do.
No. You could push Heliwrast further away if you wanted.
No.
You don't know where this thing's reaches.
Yeah. Well, why not? I'll push a little bit farther away to the dragon.
Okay. Dunnan.
Yeah.
You feel the growing whispers. Echoing in your head, in your ears. You feel more presence, but not a presence. You feel thousands of small presences sort of pushing you, egging your attacks onwards, demanding you do better. We'll come back to that as we go to Aeolus.
Aeolus is just gonna walk up. He's gonna take notice of the rod spinning around his new tentacled ally. And then is going to fire 2 shots of the Star Metal Blaster at the weird space creature. Nope.
19 just misses. 26 hits. That is 15 points of damage. Does seem to resist all of it.
Alrighty. And then I'm going to shout out to the dragon.
Dragon's
What?
been sleeping through all of this.
I'm going to shout out to the dragon, regardless of if it's sleeping or not.
That's fine.
Hey, you're just going to allow something to take control of your area? Really? Is that what a great worm like yourself would allow a measly creature to do? Wake the fuck up. And that's my turn.
All right. End of your turn. The aspect of Grek Lork is going to take a legendary action. And cast a spell at you. Are you countering?
I don't have counter spell.
Jaya has her reaction back. She's no longer paralyzed. That's why I'm asking. Jaya,
What was that?
you have your reaction back. Are you countering the spell? Or attempting to counter the spell?
Nah.
No.
Okay, wonderful. Aeolus, make me a strength saving throw.
Oh God.
You feel this force try to take hold of you and shove you away, but you manage to hold on. It is concentrating on a thing now. That'll bring us to Siegfried. Right, let me pull up Siegfried's sheet. That is not what he's casting. I'm trying to close spells that are all over his sheet so I can actually see what he has available. Is anyone presently affected by a type of paralysis effect on it? No. No, he's gonna go with Healing Word again on Dunnan. And then Jaya is going to get the Chalice Healing. Jaya 10, Dunnan 7. And then he will throw... he's got one more Guiding Bolt left over. He will throw a Guiding Bolt from his star map. 24 hits. And it is once again breathed in guiding energy. So he is out of his star map at this point, and he has one wheel remaining as needed. That'll bring us to Tang with Heli on deck.
Tang is not a fan of this creature that is underneath of her, so she is going to cast Guiding Bolt on it.
Yeah, go for it. Absolutely hits. 11 points of damage.
I look horrified. Why are you attacking our friend?
He's a target! Plus, it hit Siegfried. I don't think it's a friend.
They were just joshing.
That's a weird way
Hold on, I'll josh harder.
Oh, no.
Anything else?
I think that's all she wrote.
All right. That'll bring us to Heliwrast with the Mindbreaker on deck.
You're muted, Ken.
God, my monologue. No. She's going to stand up because she was kneeling because she wanted to, not because she was under spell. And she's going to go for... I think she's going to go for the Mind Breaker with the Spellfire short bow at what level? Level 2.
Level 2. All right, so third level spell. That is 5 darts. Roll me the Spellfire. At 4 points of pop, that is 20 points of damage. Striking into the Mindbreaker. As it sort of screams this high-pitched chirping sound with weird clicks in the middle of the vocalization. When it turns towards you, aware of your no longer stunned presence.
And
Movement
then
bonus.
I'm going to move here so that
You got 15 feet
blob face. Yeah, that blob face is flanked.
And it's not quite flanked yet.
Not quite flanked. Okay.
No.
Can I go there?
You were here.
Oh, it's here.
Why am I measuring?
I've got
I'm-
35 feet of movement, so.
So you have 20 remaining after you stand up
Okay.
because you were prone.
Okay, so I have to go back there. But,
Here,
okay.
15. You can get to here, and you're flanking with Jaya.
Yeah.
So you can move 5 feet southeast.
5%. Okay. Good.
All right.
Excellent.
That'll bring us to the Mindbreaker. Ooh. Recharge. Okay. It is going to... Man, tough call. It's going to go after Siegfried again. Getting closer to Siegfried. It'll make the 2 rod attacks against him, 12 and a 21. So Siegfried takes 10 points of damage there. And then it will make a tentacle attack, which misses with an 18. And then that'll bring us to Greklork. Well, the aspect of Greklork. Heliwrast is up and about. Dunnan's been hitting it. It's going to spend its action and cast a spell. Any responses?
Counterspell. I'm sick of this shit.
What level are you casting at?
3.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check. Just intelligence, not your save. Just click intelligence.
You want a 25?
Yeah, 25 will work. As
That.
one of the tendrils just reaches out as Heliwrast tries to get past it and assail it and coils around her ankle. You successfully counterspell Plane Shift. Yeah, that's its turn. It's not doing anything else. Jaya, around to you.
Fantastic.
Heliwrast is
So-
going to be gone. There's no save. You're just gone. There's no coming back. Unless you complain.
Bye! Fuck.
What a time.
The new character.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
For
the
2
verbiage of Steel Wind Strike is up to 5 creatures. So if I were to just select 2, I could do all of the attacks against them.
Go ahead and drop the description in the chat. I'll double check it.
So I just take a melee spell attack against the 2 of them.
Yeah, so you would get a melee spell attack against each of them, and get a bonus 60-10 force damage on each attack. It does not give you 5 attacks to Dola as you choose.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so you get 2 attacks out of it with 2 targets.
Unless
Unless you want to attack the dragon. You're more than welcome to try to wake up a dragon.
No, I'm good.
Oh, well.
The
Thank you for that very helpful
You're welcome.
suggestion.
Mindbreaker isn't in your range, though. Right?
He's not. I thought he was like. Uh.
No, you have to move. You have to move. You have wings.
Right, you can fly too.
Yeah. I was gonna say, can I fly over this gross dude?
Yeah, you can get to here, somewhere in the air, and then cast the spell.
Yeah. If I just want to fly over, so I'm right between the 2 of them.
Well, you're prone, so half your movement's to stand up.
Okay. Does 15 feet of movement get me above and over this gross thing?
It gets you
or no?
far enough. Yes, it gets you to
Okay.
here and slightly in the air.
Perfect. What spell attack does it want?
So it is a melee spell attack. So what is your bonus? If you go to your spell page, what is your
The spell attack bonus is 9.
where's your weapon used in casting advantage? Just Your bonus is the same. Make me 2 Serpent's Fangs attacks. You're using the weapon to make attacks. Yeah. Reroll both of them because they both have been hit by Guiding Bolt.
Let's go
So
crit.
you're hitting, you're fishing for crits now. No crits.
Yeah.
Okay. So the aspect of Recklook does resist the slashing and poison, so 14 reduced to 7. The Mindbreaker does not reduce any of that, so it takes the full 12. And now roll me 6d10 for the aspect of Recklook. An additional 33 points of damage, which it does not resist. And then roll me another 6d10 for the Mindbreaker.
You're rolling 10d6, right?
Oh, yeah, that was 10d6.
You rolled the wrong direction.
Oh my god, 60-10. Right. Sorry, it's a day. Okay, so sorry. Thank you for that. 27.
Okay,
and
27.
then 19. Oof.
And then you appear within 5 feet of either of them. Which one would you like to be next to?
Oof. I mean, they both seem bad. I guess I'll go with Tentacle Dude.
Okay. Do you want to be setting up a flank with Dunnan?
Yeah.
Okay. As you sort of take wing and then flap, vanish, what do these attacks look like as you deliver 2 powerful blows?
I think it's just like little, like she appears as like the sparks you see off of a campfire. Just like moting into existence and like flashing them, and then like another like crackle. Yeah.
Good use of 5th level spell though. All right. That'll then bring us to bonus action. Are you doing anything?
I don't think so.
Do you have Blade Song still remaining? You have the Flaming Sphere.
I'm gonna. Yeah. I'll enact my last Blade Song.
Probably a good. So you get a bonus to your armor class too.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll then bring us to Dunnan with Aeolus on deck. And Dunnan, you saw what I messaged you?
Yes, I saw.
Uh,
Now, Dunnan somewhat gets a familiar feeling. He's unsure, but he has a threat in front of his face, so he's gonna flank with Shia.
mm-hmm.
And he's gonna attack with
Yep.
advantage.
That you have. That's crit.
And
Ooh.
he's while he's attacking that, he's gonna push as hard as he can, and you see some flickering, let's say some blue light, and he's gonna smite at 3rd level.
3rd level. So that is 4d8. So that's 8d8 on the crit.
And roll 8d8. So 27.
All right. So that is 11, 15, 17, 37, 44 points of damage dropped into this thing's form as it sort of recoils, the shockwave moving through it before the eyes that were following Jaya sort of vanish and then reappear on the side facing you. It's quite angry.
And it's just he's laughing and says, "Yes, it feels good to be back." And he's gonna attack again.
Sure. 25 hits. That is 12
And he's
points.
gonna 2nd level smite this
Second
time.
level, 3d8. Okay. Another 11. It does seem to resist everything. You can see its form shifting. Like, all of these vibrations are clearly having some type of an effect on it. Anything else done?
I'm reaching into the back of my mind and just say, I was dead. And that's it.
You feel no reply as we come around to Aeolus with Siegfried on deck.
Aeolus is just going to keep firing at the aspect.
Yeah. 20 just hits. 19 just misses. I don't believe Tang healed you. And 25 hits. So 6, 4, 16 reduced to 8. 9, 11, 14 reduced to 7. 15 total. As you're just plinking away. It's like you're shooting a barn door. It's just practice to you. Your allies helping Siegfried. You're in good shape. You're solid. Anything else, Aeolus?
Nope, that's it. I'm comfortable. I haven't taken a hit.
Yeah, you're chilling.
For
Brings us. We figured out how to keep Aeolus alive. Just charm him, and then make him not attack my monsters.
Make him stay at range.
Yeah. If you're someone remove the blue marker. Yeah. All right. The manifestation that is the aspect of Greklork will turn to you with great resolve and attempt to devour some of your memories. Dunnan, make me a wisdom saving throw.
I can add my thing.
Yes,
my thing now.
Yes, you may.
Okay. Wisdom. Not with advantage.
Not advantage?
Screw.
Okay.
No, but a +5 on top of that, and I don't think it saves.
Ooh. No, 16 is not a save. Dunnan, you take 38 points of psychic damage. And you feel you suddenly lose something. So you search yourself. Your childhood is gone.
All of it?
You remember bits and pieces, fragmented things that you learned, but it's hard to place. Did you heal him, Tang?
Me? No,
No.
not this one.
Okay.
I just find getting bolted.
So that's
Right.
legendary action. Now we come to Siegfried.
It was a legendary action.
Yeah, that it was. Yes.
Well, I got the champion shield.
Ah, okay.
And if it forces me to make a saving throw, you can use your reaction while holding the shield to impose disadvantage or grant yourself advantage.
Okay. So
I guess we take the advantage roll then, which
Okay.
is a 25 then.
25. You do not take 33 points of damage, or 38 points of damage. Pardon me.
3.
And you do not lose your memories.
Goodness.
Cool. My childhood is back. Awesome.
It was never gone.
It was never gone.
Siegfried he is going to healing word at second level Heliwrast. Actually, no, he's adjacent to a thing. Yeah, he's going to healing word Heliwrast at second level. 9 points.
Okay.
And that is his last second level spell. And then there's Chalice Healing to dole out to Jaya for 8 points. And then his action, he is going to use Primal Savagery on the Mindbreaker for 18, which hits for 6 points of acid damage. Does not resist it. So
Come on, guys. We should
good
really
turn.
be focusing on the enemy.
He is going to step to here. But that'll be his turn as we come around to Tang with Heliwrast on deck.
Okay. Tang is going to fly over here and drop down to melee with the Mindbreaker. Before she drops down, she's going to use Healing Word on Heli. For 11 points of healing.
Okay.
Awesome.
And then I'm going to drop down into melee with the Mindbreaker. So I'm gonna, if I'm at like 10 feet off the ground, am I still considered melee diagonally, or do I have to drop down to
sure.
like? Okay. Okay, great. And then I am also going to use Primal Savagery. I'm going to claw at him with my talons.
Nice. I like it. Alright, that is 15 to hit. Just misses the Mindbreaker. Unfortunately.
Okay. Well, Heli is blessed.
Heli's blessed.
Heli is
Noted.
blessed.
Alright, that'll bring us to Heliwrast with the Mindbreaker on deck.
Oh, do I get advantage on Primal Savagery because we're flanking him?
You do. That's what that 15 is. It's a second roll. Yeah.
I didn't. Okay. Cool.
Yep. All good.
How did it know?
It always rolls both of them.
No, but how does it know to roll advantage?
It always rolls both of them. That's how the macro is set up.
Okay.
So if you didn't have advantage, you'll just use the 14.
Okay.
Yeah. Heliwrast, around to you. What'll be?
Now, Heli's stuck with a Spellfire shortbow. She's going to take. Feels like Tang and Siegfried Nailless have the Mindbreaker either distracted or otherwise, not paying attention. So she's going to go ahead and hit the aspect with the Spellfire shortbow at second level.
Second level, third level magic missile. That is 5 darts. At 3, that is 15 points of damage. Impacting into the form. You point blank shooting this as you pull back and release the energy. No chance of failure there. That's the action. Anything else?
Yeah. Bonus action. I will stow the short bow and pull out the axes.
Noted. All right, so you're ready with your axes for next round. At the end of your turn, the aspect of Greklok, pardon me, is going to spend its other legendary action to Memory Blast. Dunnan, Heliwrast, and Jaya. All of you need to make me intelligence saving throws because you are within 10 feet of the aspect.
Yeah, fucker's not gonna get me again.
Damn!
Haha, no memories for you!
Okay, so you do not take psychic damage. You are not stunned for a minute. That just nothing. There's no damage on a half.
Excellent.
Mindbreaker's turn. It is going to try to tentacle Siegfried. Actually, you're in melee. It's going to tentacle Tang. Tang, 22 to hit you.
That absolutely hits me.
14 points of bludgeoning damage, and I would like you to make me an intelligence saving throw. As these tentacles lash onto you and squeeze and tear at your form, you can feel the presence trying to break into your mind, incapacitating you. You are not stunned, and because you did not get stunned, you are not grappled. And then the rod will attack 1 on you and 1 on Siegfried. 12 to hit you, Tang, no good. And 27 on Siegfried, absolutely hits. 12 points. And he will Stone's Endurance. He has 1 use of that remaining. So 12 reduced to 8. Okay. That'll bring us to the aspect of Greklok with Jaya on deck. Use that. It is going to... As it's sort of gazing at you, Dunnan, sort of staring with this anger, this discontent. And it is going to slaw off part of its form into a small blob. And...
Hello, there's more pudding.
As the blob sort of lands and reforms, one of the individuals who you recognize as one of the creatures that had cast Sending previously appears. And takes initiative after done. So that is its action to do so, and that brings us to... It's going to shift up one spot, but then it'll bring us to Jaya. It's done and on deck.
Right.
Can Jaya make an opportunity attack since it left?
No, it's still within 5 feet of her.
Oh, okay.
Fuck. Yeah. Bonus action. I'm gonna move my flaming sphere to the Mindbreaker,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna take 1 slash of the Serpent's Fang against the blob. 24 to hit.
If you shift 5 feet up, you have advantage.
I'll
You
shift 5 feet up.
Yeah.
And then yeah,
Great. All right.
20.
So 18 points damage. Does seem to resist it, but still pretty good.
And then I'm gonna arc at the other guy,
At the Mindbreaker?
Mindbreaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
26 absolutely hits the Mindbreaker. It does not continue to ricochet, so it takes the 8 points, and then it has to make, I believe, a dex save against the Flaming Sphere.
Yeah. Yes.
Go ahead and roll me the Flaming Sphere damage, just in case. Rolls a 5 on that dex save. Absolutely fails. And then it takes the damage again if it ends its turn in the space, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Solid turn.
Only 3. Mhm.
All right. Anything else with your turn? I believe that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Brings us to Dunnan with the Blessed on deck.
Well, he's gonna smack the aspect again.
Okay.
Smacky smack.
19. Dunnan is not blessed, just misses.
Okay, second smack.
27 hits. That is 11 points of damage.
That is more damage.
Jumping anything else in there? Second level. Okay. Another
Yeah.
6 on top of it. It does resist the smite.
Is
All
it
right.
still like healthy looking?
It doesn't look great. I mean, it's never looked great. It's tough to tell.
Well, okay.
You fought some oozes and slimes before, but this is unlike anything you fought previously. It's tough. I mean, you know you've been wailing on it, and you're getting better at wailing on it. But
Okay, and then he'll try to do something he did in the past and try to cast Shield of Faith on himself.
the spell takes hold. Mark yourself as concentrating and increase your AC.
Ooh.
And we'll come around to the Blessed. Okay, it is going to send a Radiant Bolt at Aeolus, because it doesn't know better. Natural 1. Aeolus, you dodged an attack. Second attack, 15 on you, Aeolus.
That misses.
Ah, you're fine. We come around to Aeolus.
This is the one time I want to get hit.
Yeah, right? Jeez.
Aeolus is just he sees the Blessed One just reshape and goes, I'm not fucking dealing with you again.
Okay. Is this all at the Blessed One?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, all of those hit. 6, 12, 13, 21, 24, 29, 38, 40 points of damage into its form. Just riddled with shots from the Star Metal Blaster, one after another.
And then he's just gonna move closer to it. And that's his turn.
All right. Wonderful. That'll bring us to Siegfried with Tang on deck. Siegfried is not thrilled with his current positioning, but that's fine. Primal Savagery on the thing. 20 hits for 13 points of damage. That one's starting to look rough. And he will spend a first level spell slot on Healing Word at Heliwrast. She needs it the most. And then he will Chalice Healing. I don't think I think it's 30 feet for his Chalice Healing. Yeah, Dunn's
okay.
outside of range. He'll Chalice Healing Jaya.
Wonderful.
For 8 points as well. So 8 for the ladies attacking the slime. And that'll bring us to Tang with Heliwrast on deck. What'll it be, Tang?
Tang is going to. Oh. Oh. And the one stuff I can do. This is fine. Primal Savagery.
Primal Savagery. Go for it. Advantage on the attack roll. 21 hits. That is 15 points of acid damage. Looking rougher and rougher. Still decent. Oh, it didn't move. Oh, no, sorry. Never mind. Ignore me. That's the action. And then with bonus movement.
It takes an action to disengage, right?
It does.
Okay.
I mean, you could move.
I don't want to move because it'll smack me.
What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, I don't like when you ask me that question. I think I'm gonna not do anything else.
Nothing with a bonus?
Uh-uh.
Okay. That'll then bring us to the aspect of Recklord using legendary action and casting a spell. Would you like to spend another spell slot? Or can I cast a spell?
I only have one more higher level.
It's up to you. You don't have to.
It's probably fine.
Another planar shift happens.
It's not an attack, right?
It's just casting a spell. No. You don't know. You can save your reaction if you want to.
I don't like it when you give me the option because then I feel like it's gonna be bad.
You can also try to cast counterspell. You might succeed in stopping a spell. You don't know if it's just like doing a little thing or a big thing.
Alright, well, it's my last counterspell. So
Are you doing it?
yeah.
Okay. Make me an intelligence check.
What's 4th level? Do I have to for that one?
You do. It's a 5th level spell that it's casting. Here.
Shit.
Siegfried can wheel that. That's an ability check. You need a 6 on a d6 if you want to roll it, Jaya. He'll give you the last wheel.
take it.
Mm-mm.
Nope. Aeolus, make me a strength saving throw. You are flung 60 feet back into the wall. The wall stops you at 20 feet. So you have 40 feet of effectively falling damage as it flings you against the wall. You take 17 points of damage as you're affected by it. It throws you with telekinesis. And the aspect is now concentrating.
Is there any dexterity save to stop my frail self from falling prone, or
Sure,
am I
make me an
just-
acrobatics check.
Oh no.
And you get to repeat the charisma, the saving throw for the Mindbreaker. You are not prone, and it is a wisdom save. Repeat your wisdom save at disadvantage. You are still charmed.
Okay.
And that'll bring us to Heliwrast's turn with the Mindbreaker on deck.
Okay. Ellie's gonna. What is she gonna do? She's gonna activate the shade aura.
Okay.
So there's
Adding it
that.
now.
But then she's actually gonna, within that aura, she's going to conjure spirit guardians.
Ooh, lovely. I'm presuming you're
My
protecting
last
all of
level
your
3.
allies from Spirit Guardians.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So we have
Just-
2 auras going at once for you. So that's the bonus action to activate Shade, and then the action for Spirit Guardians. And you are concentrating on Spirit Guardians. Okay. Enters the area on the first time in its turn. Alright, so at the start of the turn, the aspect of Rooklook will need to save against that. Anything else, Heliwrast?
No, that's it. Staying put. Don't want to get a
Wonderful. And you cast that at 3rd level, correct?
at 3rd level. Yes.
Okay. The Mindbreaker is going to repeat what it did previously. It wants to tentacle this owl. 20 to hit you. That is
So that does hit.
16 points of bludgeoning damage, and I like an intelligence saving throw, please. Do you have anything to apply to that, or are you grappled and stunned?
I'm activating Lucky.
Sounds good. Go ahead and try the reroll.
Nope.
You are grappled and stunned. I need a grapple. We'll use this as grapple stun.
This is what
And
I
then
hate about
2
charm.
rod attacks on Siegfried, because it doesn't need to. 9 and 6, 15 total on Siegfried. He has used wheels, so he does not get to use Stone's Endurance this round. So Tang, if you could drop yourself back down to 5 feet off the ground as it pulls you into its space, or right against it. The aspect of Reklork. First has to make a wisdom save, starting its turn in the aura. Can you roll me some damage? It does, thank you. Jaya also roll me damage. 2d6. Totally forgot about the flaming sphere.
Same.
Alright, so
Jeez
it takes
Louise.
4 from Jaya, and then Heliwrast, I need 3d8 from you.
Okay.
That aspect starts to start in the aura. 12 points. It rolled a 6 on the wisdom saving throw. Gather not its bailiwick. And it doesn't like you at the moment. It doesn't like most of you at the moment.
Okay, we don't like it.
Is my friend trying to extract my other friend's brain?
Yeah, it's just a friendly exchanging of thoughts.
I did not consent to this mind meld.
Most people didn't when he did that. We're going to use Eat Memories on Dunnan again. Dunnan, I'd like a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yes.
This is not a legendary action. You do not have advantage. 17 is not enough.
God damn, never plus 12.
You take 27 points of psychic damage. And
My job with this spell.
yeah, rolled really poor on damage there. Got 3 ones. Let's see. The knowledge of who trained you in your fighting ripped away from you. You know you had trainers. You can't remember any of them. And then it will make pseudopod attacks on Heliwrast and 2 on Jaya.
I'll use my reaction this time.
Go for it. Yeah, 29 hits. Jeez. 13, 6. Okay. Jaya.
Smite on a reaction.
You can. Jaya, 21 to hit you?
Nope.
Because of the blade song. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And then 26 to hit you.
Silvery barbs.
You use your reaction on counterspell.
Damn it, I did. Fuck. Fine. Yes, it hit me.
21 points of bludgeoning and 7 points of psychic for a total of 28. I need
I
a
love
concentration check. You maintain concentration. And then the attack on Heliwrast is a 19 to hit you.
Yep, hits.
20 and 7 for a total of 27. Reduce because of Heavy Arm Master to 24.
Okay.
Then I need a Constitution save for Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
DC's 12. I don't actually think you could fail that one. I'm not sure. Oh, no, you can, but you passed it. And then I believe if you want to, you have a special reaction you can take with Shade and Shine.
Yes. So I would just like to take Shade and try to embed it as much as possible into the aspect of Greklork without letting it go.
Well, yeah, you're not throwing.
Since I'm not throwing, so I'm just going to take a swipe at it.
So a creature that you can see within 30 feet of you is hit by melee attack, which it was thanks to Dunnan. You can teleport to any 5-foot space within the... that's phrased poorly. Hits you with an attack. So add the damage back to yourself. So you don't
have an advantage because you're flanking, right? Or does that not?
Oh.
Yeah, you do. So firstly, Heliwrast, heal yourself back up by the 24.
Okay.
Because you can make the attack that was a 19 miss you by imposing that minus 10 penalty. And then you get to make an attack. Oh, sorry. You don't.
Okay,
my mistake. My apologies. You don't even need to make an attack. It automatically just takes 2d6 damage.
Okay.
If you want to roll me 2d6.
Seven.
So the special reaction on Shade and Shine lets you potentially cause something that hits you to miss, and then force the damage.
I'm sorry, somebody called me the what?
The special reaction for Shade and Shine on the actual handout. You can, when you or someone within 30 feet of you is hit, you can appear next to them and put a minus 10 penalty on the attack roll, potentially causing the attack to miss, which you can do to protect yourself.
Cool.
And then you can deal the aura damage if it's present of 2d6. as
Okay.
if you were just hit by an attack, even though you did not get hit, or you might not have been hit. And then if you are hit, you have an aura that deals an additional 2d6 damage. But you were not hit, so you avoided the attack,
No.
so you're good. That brings us to Jaya with Dunnan on deck.
I think I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna. Well, I guess I can't really. He's already in the flaming sphere, so
You can bonus action to move it back 5 and slam it back into him.
yeah, I'll do that. So do that to him, and I'll just do the same thing. Serpent's Fang on Blob. 15 doesn't hit the
You
blob,
have
does it?
advantage on the blob.
Right.
Dunnan.
I do. 19.
19 does not hit.
Well,
Oh,
Jesus. Okay.
cheesy Pete's. Okay.
Roll 20 hates me. It's fine.
Yeah, I have a +10 to arc and or +9, and I rolled a natural one. All right. You staying put where you are?
Yeah, I'm not gonna give it an opportunity attack.
Why not? It's fun. Run and done
Yeah.
with the blessed on deck.
I'm hitting it.
Yeah, go for it. That is a 21 that does hit for 6 points.
Man. Lobby blow.
29, another 10 on top of that. Anything extra you're dumping into either of them, or saving spell slots
Yeah,
at this point?
level. No, level 1 smite.
Number 1, all right, 2d8.
Level 5, I guess.
It all adds up. This thing is... You can see bits of its form are starting to slaw off. Like, these heads and faces are just sort of sliding down, half melting as it's trying to... like, they're sort of being dragged back up before sliding down again. You gather it's not doing so great.
I didn't think you can get any uglier. That's it.
Hey, melting! Alright. That'll bring us to the Blessed. Heliwrast, roll me another 3d8, because it is also within your aura.
Nice.
Wisdom 11 fails, takes 13 points of damage. It's barely gotten to go, and it already looks rough. It is going to continue going after Aeolus, because that's what got thrown. 2 radiant bolts. Aeolus, you're not prone, right? You're standing.
I am standing.
How lovely. 19 to hit you.
Hits.
Natural 20.
Hits.
Okay. So that is 17 points of radiant from the first one, and it heals itself. And then 42 points from the second one.
I'm
and it heals
unconscious.
itself. Your charm ends.
Oh,
As Aeolus
shit.
drops. Make me a death saving throw. 1 success. And I think we will pick up with Siegfried in initiative next session.
I love walking into this.
Yeah.
Is it too late to all grab Dunnan?
To what?
Is it too late to all grab Dunnan?
You can try.
I don't see the wording. Is it really? Do they have to be within 10 feet of me? Because
Teleport?
it says
Yeah.
everybody. I don't know. The wording is really weird.
Yeah.
I mean, if all of you want to
it got-
run, Aeolus isn't leaving.
Yeah. So teleport
Up to
has a
8
range.
willing creatures of your choice that you can see within range.
Yeah,
Within range.
range is 10
the range
feet.
is 10 feet.
Yep.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. So you guys are spread out, and
Well,
this
good
thing
luck,
seems
guys. I'm
intent
outta
on
here.
replacing all of you with clones.
Raspberry
session.
clones.
Raspberry jam.
Ugh.